You need to understand that a pimp is nothing to be proud of. You're a bottom feeder. You're a parasite. You steal people's self-esteem. You should be ashamed. You should look in the mirror and just tear up at the very vision of what you do and what you are in this community.
William says Erica knew from day one 14 years ago that he was a pimp, but she married him anyway. Now, after 2 years of marriage, Erica says William is the one being pimped in this relationship.
He wanted to have a threesome, and I told him, I don't do things like
Quit
that.
lying, Erica.
And he wanted me to watch them have sex.
I had this, we're gonna call it a disease. It's called bootyitis. Every woman walks by with a nice fish-shaped booty. I have to look at it.
So here we have booty on the brain, right there.
Right.
Can Erica and William rekindle their love? Or is William too in love with his profession to care?
What kind of good wife goes 3 months without sex, and then when you ask for it, tell you to go to one of your prostitutes and get it, and then when I go and do it, it's a problem.
Today on Divorce Court.
Come to order. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Erica Hughes and William Hughes. Mr. and Mrs. Hughes, you have been married for 2 years, but have been separated for approximately the last 6 months. You have some financial matters you would like me to resolve, but before we get to that, I'm going to talk to you, Mr. Hughes. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your marriage and why we're here in divorce court today?
Well, Your Honor, I'm a 2013 millennium pimp. We're here today because my wife and I also want a divorce. I've been pimping since the age of 16 years old. My wife knew this when we got married. Now it seems to be a bigger problem in our relationship.
You've been pimping since you were 16.
Yes, ma'am.
How does one at 16 become a pimp?
I mean, it's a way of life. It's chose.
I get that.
Right.
How do you talk? How do you get the women to even get involved?
I mean, you talk to them.
What do you say?
You say whatever comes to mind, whatever you have to tell them to get them to do what you want them to do.
Let's pretend for a moment, because you met me on the street.
Right.
You think you want to add me to your stable.
Right.
Throw me some talk. Throw me a line. Tell me what it is you would say to me that would make me think I would actually need to be anywhere near you.
Judge, it's kind of hard to say it to you. I don't know, Judge. I don't know what to tell you. A judge. It's different. It's different between.
So you have to prey on women that are
Right.
weaker. You use people who are in unfortunate circumstances.
I mean, not all the time unfortunate, but, you know, you can't use the judge.
Yeah. Mrs. Hughes, did you know you was a pimp when you met him?
No, I did not know he was a pimp.
She knew.
He says he's a pimp, but he's the one that's being pimped because he's saying, well, I'm gonna go get some money from these girls or whatever, and he's gonna supposed to bring home the money. I said, well, where's the money?
You can't get all the money, Your Honor.
I don't have any money. The money's gone. I'm like, well, how are you a pimp and you're not getting no money? I've seen him go out, buy these women clothes, shoes, wigs, whatever, and I'm hungry. I don't have anything to eat.
Do you buy them a lot of stuff?
I buy them what they need to make some money for me so I can get what I need.
Do you make money with them?
Of course I do.
Of course you do. Do you bring it home? Where does it go? I see we have some money in your teeth there. you got some gold in the mouth. Where else does it go?
It goes in my pocket.
It goes in your pocket.
That's where it goes.
Tell me about bootyitis.
Oh, yeah, Erica nags all the time. I had this, we're gonna call it a disease. It's called bootyitis. Every woman walks by with a nice fish-shaped booty. I have to look at it. I gave y'all a little drawing on it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a condition. It's a condition that I have. That's a condition that I have, Your Honor, and I tried numerous of times to fix it. It doesn't happen.
So here we have booty on the brain, right there.
Right, right.
You got booty on the brain.
Right.
And the symptoms are you stare at every woman who walks by with a big booty. That's you.
That's me.
It delays all current activity while the booty is going by.
Right.
Caused by a fit and in-shape booty.
Right.
So just a regular booty won't do it.
Now, that don't do it. It has to be round
It's got to
and
be
fitting
round
in shape.
and finely shaped.
To grab the attention, you know.
Grabbed your attention.
Right.
I mean, we could be in a conversation, having a deep conversation, and a girl with a big butt walks by. He just instantly stops talking.
So?
And I'm like, are you serious?
Do you look at other women while you're with your wife?
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Mrs. Hughes, do you really think he's a pimp? Do you really think that he's got women out on the street making money for him?
I don't really think that he has women out there like he said he does. He's a cheater. That I do know that.
Mm-hmm. So he's just call it pimping. You know, he's got women on the side buying them clothes, and in order to
he wanted to have a threesome at one point.
You wanted to have a threesome?
No, I didn't.
Yes,
You
hang on. What happened?
He wanted to have a threesome, and I told him, I don't do things like
Quit
that.
lying, Erica.
And he actually made me watch him and another individual have sex.
Your Honor.
Ho. He brought another woman in your house?
Yes.
Asked you three to have a threesome?
No, he didn't ask for the threesome. He wanted me to watch them have sex.
Judge, that's untrue. She wanted to watch. That's what she said she wanted to do.
No.
She asked me numerous of times. Yes, you did.
No.
She asked me numerous of times to do this, and I kept telling her, I'm like, nah, I don't feel right doing it. I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, listen, Mr. Pimp, where are you getting all this moral values from? I mean, you like it's beneath you.
When divorce court continues, is William's temper too much to handle?
He'll get out the car and slam the door so hard to where I think that my window is gonna break.
Do you want to give a wake-up call to a couple you think needs to either break up or get it together? If so, call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com or become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt.
Divorce Court is back with the case of Erica Hughes, who wants to divorce her husband of 2 years because he is a pimp. But is Erica as innocent as she acts?
Miss Erica had a girlfriend in Atlanta, Georgia.
I also found receipts that he bought another woman a Christmas gift. He bought me 2 sweaters for Christmas. And I was going through my truck one day and I found the receipt. So I went and matched the receipts up to make sure that, you know, it matches up with it. And I seen, you know, a couple of more items. I'm like, okay, well, where is this outfit? Yeah. And so I went to the department store to see exactly, you know, what the outfit was and what it looked like. And so, you know, the lady showed me, you know, what it looked like. I'm like, okay, well, I didn't receive
never
this.
get that.
I didn't get that. So I questioned him about that. And actually, he messed up and left the sweater that he got for the individual. He left it in the back seat of my truck. He comes home, and I'm looking out the window because I know he's going to miss that bag. I'm like, yeah, he's looking for it. So he comes, where's that shirt? I'm like, what are you talking about? That was my friend's girlfriend's shirt. I'm like, well, why is it in my car?
Why are you snooping, though?
How am I snooping in my own car?
Hey, let's stop for a moment. We've been talking about you like a dog.
Right. But
You know, I'm going to give you an opportunity to explain to me your complaints about your wife.
she's a bad wife. I mean, she's not a good wife at all. She doesn't cook. She doesn't clean. I even found out one time when we was on one of our breakups that Miss Erica had a girlfriend in Atlanta, Georgia.
What?
Erica thought her having this girlfriend, I mean, was okay because it was a woman.
Girlfriend.
Yes, you did.
No, that's your perspective because you a pimp and you
got
think
to-
I have a
Hey,
girlfriend.
don't argue. So you think she cheated on you with a girl?
She did cheat on me with a girl, Your Honor. She had the pictures in her phone.
Ms. Hughes, did you have an affair with a young lady?
No, I did not.
What you call it?
That's just a friend. That's all. But he has a problem.
The friend with thumbs on in your phone,
Stop.
huh?
William throws temper tantrums like he's 3 years old. We could get into an argument or we're having a conversation, and if I say something that he doesn't like we can be in the car and we'll get into it. He'll get out the car and slam the door so hard to where I think that my window is gonna break. And he throws ashtrays at the wall because he's angry. He throws cigarettes all on the furniture, punches holes in the walls because he's upset.
It's my house. I can do what I want.
I mean, it doesn't matter. You don't have to act like you're not a 2-year-old.
Mr. Hughes, you seem to claim a lot of rights, but
Right.
don't have a whole lot of responsibilities. Why don't you list for me the responsibilities you believe that you have and exercise in your home?
Well, the
Responsibilities.
responsibilities that I have in my home, I make sure your car works. I make sure you have gas in it. I make sure you have something to eat. Even if my wife doesn't cook, I'll take the time out and cook for her.
How you make sure I have something to eat?
Mrs. Hughes,
She doesn't clean, so I have to clean. My wife also, Your Honor, we went 3 months without sex. What kind of good wife goes 3 months without sex, and then when you ask for it, tell you to go to one of your prostitutes and get it, or if you ask for oral sex, she doesn't feel like it, so she say, go to one of your prostitutes and get it. Then when I go and do it, it's a problem.
When divorce court continues, how will Erica react when she hears the truth straight from her husband's mouth?
Why did you marry her?
I saw that she was finna take care of me, and she had a very good job, so why not?
And you know, the sad thing is, Mrs. Hughes, I think that's true.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and follow us on Twitter @DivorceCourt. Divorce Court returns with the case of William Hughes, who says he wants to divorce his wife of 2 years because she doesn't perform her wifely duties. But is William to blame for the demise of this marriage?
Constantly calling him, asking him, where's the vehicle? I need my truck back. Oh, well, I cut it up into small pieces. I sold it for scraps. And I'm like, how are you just gonna take my vehicle and just totally destroy it? And you didn't even pay for it.
I'm just so confused. I don't know what to do. You seem like an intelligent woman. You're a nice-looking lady. You got some sense. You can speak the king's English, and you show up with him. I don't get it. What made you decide to get married? It doesn't seem that your lifestyle is consistent with marriage.
Well, at the point it was consistent with marriage. Erica, she came to me with this thing called a houseman, you know, where the woman goes to work and pay all the bills and the man does all the wifely duties.
Is this what she presented to you?
Right.
And what was your response to that?
I told her I couldn't be a houseman. I'm not a houseman because I can't stay around the house and not make any money and clean up and cook.
You are a houseman because you don't have
So
a job.
why did you marry her? What did you see coming out of that?
I saw that she was finna take care of me and she had a very good job, so why not?
Wow.
Yeah. And you know, the sad thing is, Mrs. Hughes, I think that's true. I think you saw somebody with a steady income, smart, going somewhere, beautiful on top of it, and he did a pimply thing.
That's right.
Mrs. Hughes, you are seeking $3,229.63
Yes.
for a Ford Explorer. Why don't you explain that to me?
The time we split up, and his car was getting repaired at the time, and so I told him, you know, we agreed that he could use the truck for a month, and so he gets his vehicle fixed. So that time came up. He was like, oh, well, I'm not giving you your truck back. That's mine. You can just take that as a loss. And so I brought...
Hang on, Mr. Hughes, I will get to you. Finish.
So I went, you know, to the house to get a tow truck to get the vehicle.
Steal the vehicle.
Stop it.
By the time the tow truck was, you know, about to bag the truck back to get my truck, he comes running downstairs, jumps in the truck, and laughs and pulls off and almost, you know, about to hit me almost, trying to get away from me because he doesn't want to give up, you know, the truck. So that passed by, and so I'm constantly calling him, asking him, where's the vehicle? I need my truck back. Oh, well, I cut it up into small pieces. I sold it for scraps. And I'm like, how are you just gonna take my vehicle and just totally destroy it? And you didn't even pay for it. That's my vehicle.
When divorce court continues, Judge Lynn gets to the bottom of what really matters.
You need to understand that a pimp is nothing to be proud of. You're a bottom feeder. You're a parasite. You steal people's self-esteem. You have to take people who are weak and injured and hurt them some more, because anybody with any options wouldn't mess with somebody like you.
Divorce court returns with the case of Erica and William Hughes, who are divorcing after 16 years together.
Where did you come up with the sum that you're seeking, $3,229.63?
That is what I paid for.
That's what you paid for?
Yes.
Okay. And how long ago did you buy that?
I bought that, the truck in February of 2012.
Mr. Hughes, what is your version of that event?
Well, she could have got the truck back. I actually told Erica that she could get the truck back a week after all this took place. And that was the agreement that we came to, for her to let me keep the truck until my car get finished, and I would give it back. But some came up with her other car that she has, and I guess she felt the need to come get the truck. So she comes to my door with 4 or 5 police early in the morning at 8 o'clock when she know I'm just going to sleep, trying to, talking about she want to recover new items or something out the house. I told them she doesn't own anything here or have anything here to...
I own that truck.
Stop. Go ahead.
Anything to recover. I took the truck to my shop, and I cut it up into small pieces like Coke cans, and I recycled the truck. Because I feel like she really not entitled to get the vehicle back, because we was married when she bought the vehicle. And also, I got the vehicle under like a lower rate. Mm-hmm. So I feel like what she paid $3,200 for the truck, she got $3,200 worth of riding out of it.
I have.
When it was a $7,000 truck.
Evidence to where I purchased this vehicle.
Let's see that. So she bought the truck.
She bought, Yana, she tore up one of my trucks. I feel like
she bought the truck.
We bought the truck, Yana.
She bought the truck.
We bought the truck.
How you gonna buy something with no money?
We bought the truck, Yana. I had enough
You never
money to
had
have
no money.
Hey, Mr. Hughes, I think you like to think yourself a pimp, but you're not. I think you got some women who like you. They take you for the little trinkets and wigs and weaves and bracelets and a little bit of this, that, and the other thing, and you gonna call yourself a pimp. Mm-hmm. On the off chance that you are half the pimp you say you are, you need to understand that a pimp is nothing to be proud of. You're a bottom feeder.
I'm a top feeder.
You're a parasite.
Yeah.
You're a thief. You steal people's self-esteem. You take their soul. You take their bodies, and you make them less than people. And you may think it's okay, and the reason that you can't throw a line at me is because you have to hurt people who are already hurt. You have to take people who are weak and injured and hurt them some more, because anybody with any options wouldn't mess with somebody like you. They wouldn't be anywhere near you. And you can't be proud of being a bottom feeder and a parasite. You are a trafficker in human flesh. It is the worst thing that you can be. It is the worst thing. You should be ashamed, saddened. You should look in the mirror and just tear up at the very vision of what you do and what you are in this community. There's no pride in it. There's no value in it.
Right.
Close your mouth. The glare off your teeth is bothering me. And you'll close it in here, too, because I say so. And right after you close your mouth, you will pay her $3,229.63. It is so ordered.
All right. Parties may leave the courtroom.
Even though they have parted ways, William reports that he's still hoping that he and Erica might get back together. That said, even though he's trying to win her back, he is adamant that those efforts will not include his getting a job.